Hi, my name is Phil Dickinson. I'm Vice President of International Markets and MICE at Qatar Tourism.
Phil, thanks for giving us some time today. I believe you've got some important announcements to make.
Yes, we have. We're delighted to say that we will be hosting the World MICE Awards in Doha, Qatar on the 21st of November 2023. So we're delighted to be working with the World Group on that. And that coincides very nicely with the Qatar Travel Mart. We'll be doing a travel show specifically focusing on Qatar, both inbound and outbound show actually, and that's running on the 20th to the 23rd of November. And another important event that we're having for weddings as a wedding destination, it's happening actually next week, is the DWP, which is the Destination Wedding Planners Congress, which is going on, which you'll see all the top wedding buyers from around the world coming down to have their congress in Qatar. It gives us an opportunity to showcase Qatar. It's an important segment for us. We're already doing quite a few destination weddings from India and the GCC, and we're looking to expand on that.
Yeah, I think that was really my question to you, was kind of what is the significance of these announcements and these as part of your overarching strategy?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's twofold. I mean, yes, we want, as part of our MICE strategy, we want to have more major events going on in Qatar, but I think if we can double it up with events that are going to drive more visitations as well, as in the weddings, as in the World MICE Awards for the MICE segment, and for the QTM, the Qatar Travel Mart. So very much focus on, yes, it will be an outbound show as well. We'll have our other destinations there, but of course from our Qatar Tourism perspective, we'll make sure we get as many buyers there to Qatar to have the event in Qatar, so they can see and experience the destination firsthand and meet all of the product owners from the destination.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting the way that you're the world's leading airline, the world's leading airport, and really, I suppose, in a sense, sort of like trying to kind of establish the same sort of positioning in this area too. Yeah,
definitely. I think we our positioning very much wants to be, or is geared towards a world-class destination, and of course also we want to be one of the fastest growing destinations. We're definitely not looking for mass tourism, but as you know, our ambition is to move from the 2 million we had in 2019 to the 6 or 7 million by 2030. So, and I think we're already seeing on the back of that huge momentum from the World Cup and our activities, we're already seeing that sort of bear fruit basically.
And from a MICE perspective, you have all of the infrastructure set up, you're ready to go, really turning Qatar into a kind of year-round, global events kind of platform.
Exactly. Right? Well, you've heard it mentioned from the Emir down that they want to become a global powerhouse in the sports world, and that could mean obviously more events in Qatar, but also supporting events in other parts of the world as well. But I think absolutely, as you said, we have a turnkey solution for the MICE segment. We've proved to the world that we can put on something of the scale of the World Cup. And I think there's plenty of other opportunities for Qatar in different profiles. So it could be in the pharmaceuticals, it could be in oil and gas, it could be in medical, it could be in education. I think we're very very dialed into that, and I think we can offer a fantastic infrastructure and experience for those organisers if they're considering Qatar as their MICE destination.
Give us a sense of the kind of the scale of your capacity when it comes to meetings and conferences. What can Qatar kind of handle these days?
Yeah, well, no, absolutely. We already have. I mean, we've already had some very large scale movements coming from India, where we've got 4,000 or 5,000, and even if you wanted to do, we're quoting some moving forward. I can't mention who they are, but it could be as many as 20,000 delegates. But because, as I said, we're blessed with a lot of rooms in different categories, we can handle that, and it's easy to get around infrastructurally wise. So in terms of the access to the exhibition venues, we can handle that sort of side of it as well. So we're very into, whether it's a small incentive group, right, up to your large scale movements, as I say, we've got quite a few of those coming in now. We did some of those already in January and February, and we're expecting more later this year. I think, as I say, it's anything from a small incentive up to 25,000 delegates for a large exhibition.
And obviously not forgetting weddings and wedding planning. Give us a little bit about the sort of experience that I could get from a wedding in Qatar.
Yeah, I think it's the wow experience, isn't it? Because we have these stunning properties, and we have these settings that, there's again the mixture of the modern architectural side, but also the historic side with our beautiful museums, and our traditional souks, and our Qatar cultural village, and our new areas, Lusail Boulevard and the Musharraf area. So I think there's some really stunning settings that they love to do for their weddings, and obviously we have these fantastic hotels with all of their beautiful settings on the overlooking the water or the grounds of the hotel. So we're proving very popular for destination planners as a very safe, easy to access, beautiful sort of destination to host a sort of wedding extravaganza.
And source markets and sort of
India's a key one for us, but also the GCC market as well. We probably slightly less so maybe Europe, but of course we'll target that. But I think probably for us certainly the biggest two would be Indian subcontinent and the GCC for the destination weddings.
I can see a huge market for you in Europe for MICE. That feels like a great opportunity.
I think, as you say, it's the combination of the air access and the facilities in the destination. I think we're well equipped.
I mean, you proved that during the World Cup when you were able to watch, two games, or more possibly in a day, and I can just imagine that applied to a kind of a meeting, event, convention.
Yeah, I think that's one of the beauties of Qatar is there's a lot of things everything's very easily accessible. So you might be sitting in a conference, beautiful conference ballroom in a hotel as part of your group get together, but then you might be doing some fun stuff in the desert 40 minutes later. So it's, you might be quad biking in the desert, or dune bashing, or paragliding, or canoeing in the mangroves. So I think it's that everything's very easy. So if you're wanting to organise your any sort of a conference or an event, I think we can really cater very well for the sort of schedule that they want to put together.
Thanks for sharing the announcements today. Congratulations.
Thanks, Justin. Thanks for the opportunity.